What's up, guys?
Welcome to
Costa Rica! What's up, guys? Welcome to Dos Bros, and today we're finally going to Costa Rica.
That's right, guys. We're finally going to the beautiful Central American country of Costa Rica.
This is a 5.5 to 6 hour flight if you're coming straight from Los Angeles.
And we are going to be headed to Manuel Antonio, but first, here's a preview on what you're going to see. And for those of you who are new here, we do travel adventures and tips and hacks. So don't forget to like and subscribe to not miss any great adventures. And follow our Costa Rica series on places to go like Tamarindo, Santa Teresa, Montezuma, Manuel Antonio, Samara, and more.
Alright, guys, let's go. The Costa Rica airport was pretty nice, but first we have to go get our car. The company we got our car from is pretty good.
check out our channel to figure out where we got our cars and how did it go.
We'll show you how not to get in the famous scams that they have in the rental cars. Because for a lot of people, this can be the first problem that you get once you get to Costa Rica with all these scams going on. But we'll show you how to avoid them. And guys, as you can see, we are driving at night to Manuel Antonio, but there's a reason why are we taking this drive at night. We almost got mugged in Costa Rica, and we'll tell you all about it because we were gonna stay in an Airbnb. But there was one mistake that we did, because even though Costa Rica is one of the safest countries in Central America, you know, it's like any other country, you gotta watch out. So we made one mistake, especially because we arrived at 2 a.m. in the morning. So we'll tell you all about it later. We hope that we see you in the subscribe list so you don't miss that story.
As you can see from San Jose, the road is very nice.
And the scenery on this drive just keep getting better and better. It was so beautiful.
Baby, we should never sleep alone. This isn't how we used to speak so cold.
We finally arrived at our destination in Manuel Antonio, the Natural Pacific Suites. This place is just a 5 to 10 minute drive to Manuel Antonio National Park, which makes it very convenient. We'll show you the full review of the suite at the end of this video, so stick around to get the full details. But this is just a little preview. Let's go upstairs. This was perfect for the kids. We got both suites, and the boys and their cousins got to play around with the foosball table and all the other games that were around. It was just perfect for the kids to burn some energy while we took a break, while enjoying the view from this floor. And being in Costa Rica, you never know. You might just get a monkey hanging around your patio. So keep your doors closed, because if they take something, you might never see it again. But come on in, let's check out the inside. This place had a full kitchen with all the amenities you need, which is very convenient. It also had, in the living room, a futon for that extra person that might be staying with you. The living room was decorated really nicely. It had a TV with cable and options to sign up to Netflix and apps like that. Now let's check out one of the rooms. The rooms were very spacious. They had AC and a fan, and each room was perfect for at least 2 people. We'll show you the full place at the end of this video.
Alright guys, and here's for you foodies, our first stop in Manuel Antonio at a restaurant. El Avion is totally a Dos Bros recommendation. And this place gets its name because it actually has an airplane inside the restaurant. This place was converted into a pub and a 2-story bar and restaurant. This place is so cool. Now let's go into the airplane and check it out. It might not seem like it right now, but this place at night is bumping, since it turns into a bar and a dance club. But you can also order your food from the restaurant here. And if you have any expertise in pole dancing, this is the place for you to get your moves on, since they have a pole right in the middle of the dance floor. But alright guys, let's go check out the second floor. A lot of people would agree that El Avion has one of the most beautiful views in Manuel Antonio, as this restaurant is about 150 meters above the beach, and you can have a bird's eye of the most beautiful panorama.
Manuel Antonio looks great from here, guys. Check out the view.
A lot of people come here to see the sunset as it looks amazing from here, while enjoying their favorite wine or drink.
My plate was the best. It was delicious. The seafood here tastes fresh. It was a good choice. Can't get over it. How about you, sis?
My chicken strips were delicious.
And while working on Dos Bros, I was enjoying this delicious hamburger. And these are some other great choices that Dos Bros family chose that you can get here at El Avion. This place is well known for their seafood dishes and delicious desserts. So make sure to check it out when you're here at Manuel Antonio. It's a must-see even if you come here for just a drink.
And after a good breakfast or lunch, you can just go down the hill and it's time to head out to Manuel Antonio Beach. There are a few beaches here in Manuel Antonio and we'll take you right now to see them. They are so beautiful. And for those who have been to Oahu Island in Hawaii, doesn't this remind you of Kailua Beach? Check out that other video on our channel from that amazing spot. Now, Manuel Antonio Beach is a great spot to be during the afternoon. Just go down the hill and take the 5-minute scenic drive and go all the way to the end of the road and you will find parking there. This was all in our first day in Manuel Antonio and it was a good idea for us to just come and scout the area near the national park just so we can come tomorrow and that way we have an idea of where we're gonna be at. This place is less crowded during the afternoon because the national park is closed and it gives you a chance to explore more the area and come enjoy the beach. This area was pretty nice. The beach was really calm and people were just having a good time. It felt really relaxing here. It was truly a great way to be in our first day here in Costa Rica. Those bros and family were really feeling the pura vida vibe here in Costa Rica. By the way, if you are wondering what everybody says pura vida here in Costa Rica, it could mean a lot of things. It could mean goodbye, hello, and just the positive attitude towards life, no matter what the circumstances are. Or it can just show the relaxed lifestyle that Costa Rican people might want to live. And later on, we will tell you more about why people here in Costa Rica keep saying pura vida. It really changed the vibe from when we were in San Jose, Costa Rica. And then coming here to Manuel Antonio is just like out of this world.
Here's another option if you want to stay closer to the beach and Manuel Antonio National Park. You can either stay at this one, which is Manuel Antonio Hotel, which is right in front of the beach, or at the all-famous Igloo Hotel, that's located in front of the beach just a few steps away. Let's go in and check it out. Right at the entrance, you'll find a small little restaurant where you can hang out, or you can just come and enjoy a drink. This place feels really beachy, with all the Costa Rica beach vibes. Pura vida. We went inside to check it out and wow, this place is really nice.
Just imagine, guys, spending a few days relaxing here in Manuel Antonio and this spot.
The igloo fits up to 4 people. It had a nice shower, and on the other side it has a restaurant. And the outside has a relaxing feeling that you want to have after a long, fun day. To just come lay and relax or be at the pool. And like I said before, this is just a few steps away from Playa Manuel Antonio and Playa Espadilla. This is a great spot to stay. You're also right next to Buena Vista Restaurant and Bar that is right next to the beach. It looks like a nice spot, not sure if it has a hotel though. But the beach here is really nice.
This was one of my favorite things to do here in Manuel Antonio for this beach boy. I love being in the beach in California when the water's cold, so imagine how it was here in Costa Rica with warm ocean water. It was just amazing to be here in this paradise, just enjoying the water, surfing, and relaxing. And by the way guys, here in the afternoon, the waves get stronger and perfect for surfing. We loved it with the perfect afternoon sundown. In here, people prepare different to watch the sunset. Some buy a coconut and lay in the sand. Other people, and mainly the ones that are staying in the fancy hotels in front of the beach, they might prefer to come to dinner time and watch the sunset. And why not take advantage of this when you're staying at one of these fancy hotels? But in my opinion, I prefer laying in the sand and watching the sunset. Or you can also have the choice to come sit in a beach chair and watch the amazing sunset. Check it out, guys.
Seriously, guys, the sunset in Manuel Antonio is truly amazing.
And now, like we mentioned before, if you are staying at the Natural Pacific Suites, right in the corner there's a soda named El Certo Feliz. Watch out, my boy, some of these areas are not meant for tall people. And by the way, if you don't remember, soda here in Costa Rica is not like the Coke or Pepsi or anything like that for us. Sodas here are mainly smaller restaurants owned by local people. And they also tend to be less expensive than other restaurants, but the food is great. And you can probably get more of the local seasoning here at these places. Check out our choices, guys. Oh my god, this looks just delicious. Just by seeing them again, I'm getting hungry again. I mean, everything was so delicious that we were actually just kind of like picking in from other people's plates. From our own party, of course. And check out Dos Bros Prima, she was just enjoying her delicious meal. And you know it, the Pura Vida vibes were all over the place. And look who came to join us. I think this guy was part of the staff. He was super friendly. And when we say that we think that he was part of the staff, it's because on our way out to our place, he decided to join us in the walk even though it was just a few houses down. But boy, El Cerdo Feliz really has great staff and kept those bros safe all the way. And then just headed back. This guy was awesome. Thanks, little buddy. And check this out, guys. We found that it was better to eat at the soda, where we got meals for 5 for $60, than going to the store and buy just this that cost us $70. Costa Rica is expensive, guys. But we'll tell you all about it in the next video.
But alright guys, time to head out to Manuel Antonio. And one of our tips is that on your way, you'll find one of these fake parking people. Yes, there is parking, but they will charge you more. When they get in front of your car, don't open your window, say no with your hand, and keep on going. There is plenty of parking next to the entrance of the park. You will pass by some local souvenirs on your way to the entrance. This is the perfect spot to support some local families.
Tell me we will find a better way. Just tell me that it's all okay.
And look at this, guys. If you guys don't have a car and you literally want to stay next to the national park, the Hotel Zambara is 2 steps away from the entrance. It could be a great choice. And you know, when you hear about Manuel Antonio and they tell you that you can be walking next to the monkeys, it literally means walking next to the monkeys. Most likely, as soon as you come in, you'll be greeted by these cute little guys. And stay with us, guys, because we're going to give you tips and hacks on how to do Manuel Antonio National Park and have the best experience. The first thing you should know is that the park is closed on Tuesdays. So except for Tuesdays and holidays, the park is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day. You can do the park by yourself or hire a guide right at the entrance or just prepay for a guided tour. You can do this when you reserve your tickets online. And here's our first tip, guys. If you can afford to pay for a guide, nothing wrong with that. But if you don't worry, you'll still get to see everything on the park. The benefit of having the guide is that they know the park very well and you can find stuff faster. But if you don't, just walk around, see where all the people are gathering, and that means that there's something in there, and just go check it out.
This guy was so cute, guys.
And keep an eye, guys, because there's creatures everywhere.
And to reserve your entrance to the national park, you had to go to this website. We'll also put the link in the description, but you have to make an account and then go to reserve your tickets. Make sure to do this a few days before you come to Manuel Antonio National Park, because if it gets too crowded, you might not be able to get in at the time that you want. So just go to this website, select your national park that you want to go to and the time of entrance and the date, and you'll be all set to go. We recommend that you do the early time because that way you take advantage of everything that there is to see and do in Manuel Antonio National Park. Once you've done that, just scroll down and this is where you will pick your tickets. There are local admissions and foreigner admissions. The entrance to the park is $16 per adult and $5 per children. Ages 2 to 12. 2 and under are free. This will also be the area where you can select if you want a guided tour. Then all you have to do is just select the number of people that are coming in your party, check the price and pay, and then once you've done that, just print it and you will ready to go. Make sure to take a printed copy, just in case your phone is not working. Manuel Antonio National Park has 3 amazing beaches. Playa Espadilla Sur, which is nice for grown-ups because it has stronger waves. And Manuel Antonio Beach, where the waves are not as strong as here, so it's good for kids and families. And the turquoise water here makes it look just like paradise. Check it out. And hey guys, for your convenience, there are restrooms and showers near the beach. Can't get any better than that. You have restrooms, you have the trees, the greens, and right in front of the beach. It just can't get better than this. I don't know, guys, maybe we should just call this Paradise Beach Glamping. And speaking of paradise, guys, keep always an eye on the ground because you will find lots of lizards, iguanas, and other kinds of wildlife. Also, be careful when you guys go around these parks. Stay on the trails because there's crocodiles here too. So stay in the designated beach area or trail in the park. Also, be careful with the trees that have these little like green ball looking fruits. They are very dangerous. In some places they are called the tree of death. They are very toxic and can also cause very painful burns to your skin.
And like we mentioned before, try to book your entrance to the park as early as possible. This will help you have time to do and see everything in the park and not be in a rush. And don't forget to bring plenty of water, just not in plastic bottles as they're not permitted in the park. You can bring a flask, that would be okay.
And check it out, guys. You guys want to see something nasty, but it's just wildlife. And check it out. While we were watching this guy eat, he suddenly ran into the forest chasing something. And another monkey with a baby beat him to it. We were wondering what these guys were doing, and then we realized they were eating something. And check it out. We think it was a lizard running for his life. But unfortunately for him, the monkeys were faster. That was kind of nasty at the same time. This guy was eating a lizard.
Oh my god, bro, poor lizard. She wasn't fast enough.
It's the law of the wild, sis. The fastest will survive.
Oh my god, guys, would you look at that? He was just chewing it like it was a nice crunchy piece of pollo campero. You see some incredible stuff here. And when you're enjoying your walk to the Manuel Antonio Park, don't forget to bring a lot of sunscreen. You will need it.
And check it out, guys. While we were trying to record something, don't be this guy. Did you guys see that? By throwing the water at the monkey could have made him more aggressive. When you come here, don't be this guy.
That's right, guys. Have some respect for the wildlife. And make sure when you pass by this beach to not miss the view tower. It has a great view on the top. Here's another great tip, guys. When you're here at the park, do not leave your bags unattended because the monkeys here like to go through your stuff. And sometimes they will also take it, and if they go in the jungle, you might never see it again.
And while we were snorkeling, we heard some lady screaming, and we turned around to look, and it was because a monkey had opened up her backpack and started taking everything out, her money, throwing it everywhere. And luckily for her, she had a guy help her and scared the monkey away, but he was throwing her passport and all her belongings all over the place.
So be careful, guys. Don't leave your stuff unattended.
And after a good time in one of the beaches, Manuel Antonio has showers and bathrooms for your convenience. So you can bring extra clothing just in case you need it. Or if you have babies or little kids, it's a good place to take off the sand. And remember, guys, some of these spots is not an easy hike, but we did see people from all ages. And of course, some were going faster than others. Make sure to bring plenty of water. And again, always be on the lookout because you might miss some amazing creatures. Or miss your path to the next paradise beach.
The best parts to do snorkeling in Manuel Antonio is near the rocks because under the water there's a lot of reef, where there's a large diversity of marine life.
The beaches here had little to no waves, and it was the perfect spot to go snorkeling.
The walking paths in Manuel Antonio are beautiful, and look who we found. And all because our princess mermaid was paying attention to her surroundings.
This guy is also so cute. I love this place. Costa Rica, you are pura vida.
That's right, Memory Princess. Pura vida also means keep everything green and to live in peace with all the creatures around.
Alright guys, let's go on this hike to see the view.
We chose the stair path, which was one of the most difficult ones. But it also takes you through the jungle, which gives you more possibilities to check out wildlife.
A lot of people were going the easy way, but they missed on a lot of great stuff. And the kids were having a grand time walking through the forest.
They sure did. They were having a blast going through the path until we found more stairs.
I don't know, babe. They seem to be doing pretty good. Maybe it was just us thinking that we still have 15 minutes to go in the stairs.
Or maybe that was it. The good thing is that halfway there, there's a beautiful resting area with a view and perfect for some panoramic photos. And the trail also has some good spots for photographs.
It's written on my heart and in my soul.
We finally made it to El Mirador. But wait, how did you guys get here so fast?
Hey, we've been watching this beautiful view for a bit.
Oh man, I think you guys are getting too fast for this old man. But it was worth it. The view right here was amazing. And on a clear day, if you pay attention to your left, you can see lots of the Costa Rican coastline. Check it out. And sometimes watching the survival of the strongest here in the jungle is kind of cruel. Check it out, guys. This bird was just smacking a hummingbird in the tree to try to eat it. And these are just a few things that you will see in nature here in Manuel Antonio. If you're just paying attention to your surroundings, you can see all the wildlife and everything that is going on around you.
And those are little things that you might miss if you're not paying attention or looking around.
And speaking of paying attention, when you go to the Slots Trail, this is the place where you have to pay lots of attention. These guys are really hard to find. They're always kind of sleeping just on the top of the trees, and they make themselves look like just part of the tree so they can protect themselves from other animals. These guys really make themselves hard to find. The only reason you are seeing these guys this close is because I'm zooming with the camera lens, but he was really high up there. It was really hard to find them.
And while we were trying to find some slots around the trees, we also came across some beautiful birds in the area.
And that was the end of our trail. We hope that you enjoyed this walk through the Manuel Antonio National Park with us. It was a long day, but it was totally worth it.
And it was nice to treat ourselves with the fresh coconut water at the end of the park, where we also walked through the souvenir stores to support the locals and pick our favorite thing to take back home.
And after a great day at Manuel Antonio National Park, we were really hungry. So we walked to the beach and found the soda named the Mai Tai. This place will be our Dos Bros recommendation for lunch to fill up the gas tank. And of course, with these delicious choices, the gas tank was filled and ready to go.
We ended this day with nothing but hearts from Manuel Antonio. And on our last sunset at Manuel Antonio Beach, we got to enjoy a beautiful rainbow. Thing we recommend doing in Manuel Antonio is watching one of the sunsets on top of one of those rocks right over there. It was a great view from the top of these rocks to watch this beautiful sunset, a perfect way to end our stay here at Manuel Antonio Beach.
And before we left Manuel Antonio, we took a 15-minute ride to the city of Quepos to check out the Malecon that everybody will talk about it here. In this city, you will see more locals, but it was a great walk along the beach in the Malecon. And from here, you can also walk to the marina, which is another great place to see. So if you have time, don't forget to check out the city of Quepos and come take a nice walk either in the morning or at sunset in the Malecon. Now we're gonna give you a tour of the Natural Pacific Suites. That is the place that we stayed the whole time we were here in Manuel Antonio. This place was great, and as you can see, it had private parking and you can close the gate after you park. And if you're wondering how far is this place from Manuel Antonio Park and Manuel Antonio Beach, it's about a 10-minute drive just from here. And this will be your parking area next to the office. People say it's pretty safe here, but it was nice to have a gated parking. But now, coming up, guys, let's go check out the place.
And just like I was saying before, this floor was my favorite. It had a relaxing feeling and a really nice view. The kids loved it because it had lots of fun games. It's like an outside playroom. They also had games for toddlers too. But of course, this could also be a great place for only adults. The place had a full kitchen with all the amenities you could need, which came in really handy. It also had a futon in the living room for that extra person that might be staying with you. And it also had a TV with cable with options to connect to your Netflix or Hulu or apps like that. And the Wi-Fi was also included with your stay.
And this is great, especially for those who still need to be connected during your vacation.
The suite had 2 rooms that fit 2 people each. They both had heater, fan, or AC for your convenience.
The bed was very comfortable and the room was very clean.
This one had a big bathroom with a stand-up shower and everything you need for your stay. It was very spacious and everything was neat and clean when we came in.
Taking a shower here was great. I mean, we never seem to run out of hot water here, which in some areas here in Costa Rica is a common problem.
Alright guys, if this video is being of any help to you, don't forget to like and subscribe to help this channel out. It's free and will tremendously help our channel grow and we keep on making more videos like this.
The other room was basically the same, and all the suites include a safety box to keep your important belongings safe. And most of the rooms had a vanity area for us girls to touch up during our stay. All the suites include 2 bathrooms, 1 full and 1 half bathroom. The half bathroom is always on the outside by the living room. Now let's go check out the second suite on the first floor.
This place is really great for family vacation, guys, or just if you have a large group of friends, it's the perfect spot to be and make some memorable moments.
Both suites on this floor are basically the same, but what we notice is that on this floor, the suites are more family-like. You'll see when we go to the second floor, the suites look more like for honeymooners, but they could also be used for family. The suite is located near a market and a soda, which is locally known for the more affordable restaurants in the country. But the food here is just as good as the big chain restaurants. These are great spots to get a better taste of the local flavor, and they are just steps away from the suites. By the way, the staff here is really helpful and they're really to go out of their way to help you with anything you need. We had actually had a bad experience at San Jose and had to drive straight to Manuel Antonio during the night. Check out our other video on our channel to find out how to not make the same mistake, especially if you arrive at 2 a.m. like we did in San Jose and are planning to stay in an Airbnb. Make sure to check it out because this tip could help you not get mugged on your first day in Costa Rica. Because even though Costa Rica is one of the safest countries in Central America, it's like any other country. You have to be aware of where you're staying. That was the reason we had to drive all the way out here to Manuel Antonio and we arrived 3 hours earlier than the check-in time. We were running on 24 hours without sleep. And even though we were 3 hours earlier than check-in time, the nice lady here allowed us to check in early so we can get some sleep. And that one little detail brought us back to loving Costa Rica.
That's right, baby, pura vida. The first floor suites were pretty nice. They actually were pretty good for us. And the space was great. But now let's go check out the view on the second floor, which it could be the third floor if you want to count the parking lot. And the view from here was really nice. It was nice to see lots of greenery on this beautiful view.
And like I said before, this place was more like for honeymooners. Even the decorations look kind of like that. The rooms were about the same in size. They have a little bit of different decoration. It also has a full kitchen with everything you need. And the living room also has all the accommodations you might need for your stay. The rooms are also the same. It has 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. The reason we think it's for honeymooners is because it has a spa whirlpool. It looks like it could be a really romantic setting after watching a great sunset at Manuel Antonio Beach. And also the room decorations when you walk in look more of a romantic setting. And here's Fulby, our super host, showing us the main room. Hi Fulby, if you're watching this, thank you for your hospitality and making us feel so welcome. You truly made this part of our trip be unforgettable. And by the way, Fulby is a great artist. She made us some beautiful drawings for us to take back home. These are the kind of things that made us want to come back in the future. For all these reasons, this place gets the Dos Bros 5-star recommendation.
Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video on the tour of the hotel. This is truly a great place to stay and is near most of the attractions in Manuel Antonio. And if you decide to stay here, don't forget to tell Fulby that there was a Dos Bros recommendation. And for your convenience, we'll put the link to the Natural Pacific Suites on the video description. And before you guys leave, don't forget to check out these other 2 videos on great spots to visit in Costa Rica. Pura vida.
Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Dos Bros, we out.
Bye bye, brothers. See you next video.
My soul, you're the one good thing